Think of this as your performance review. Today, you and I are talking deadlines, all things deadlines. Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome to Weekly Mini Training, and as I said, today we're talking deadlines. So think of today as your performance review. If you spend any time in the corporate world, you will know that a performance review is a period when you sit down every 6 to 12 months and someone tells you how you're going. And they talk about things like whether you're meeting deadlines, whether you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing, all those kind of things. Today is your performance review. Okay, so it's not quite that structured, but I do want to take a little bit of time to talk about deadlines, and there is a very good reason for this. It's because people need deadlines. You see, if I just say that something will happen, eventually it may happen, possibly, if you know me, maybe not. The thing is though, if I put a deadline in place, if I set an end date by which something must be done by, then the chance of that thing happening has just increased tenfold. If I put a deadline in place and I tell other people about that deadline, then the chance of that thing happening has just increased 50-fold. If I put a deadline in place, I tell other people it's happening, and then I tell my list that it will be launching on such and such a day, then the chance of me doing that thing has just increased 100-fold. Now, that thing will happen, and it will happen by that date, because god damn it, I told someone it was going to happen, so it's going to happen. This is the thing about deadlines. If you just make a promise to yourself, although you should be keeping those, then there's a chance it might not happen. If you just write it on your to-do list, like I have, do this thing, without setting a deadline, there's a chance that that thing is just going to move along your to-do list. It will move to tomorrow, and the week after, and the month after, and before you know it, the year after. And you know you meant to write that course last year, right? Or that book, or rebrand that website. That was going to happen 6 months ago, but it hasn't happened yet. So today we're setting deadlines. This is your performance review, and I want you to set a deadline for that topic you've been putting off. Yet you know that one. That thing that moved down that list and yet has not been finished. It may well be your course. It may well be getting the first module done or launching it or telling your list or whatever it is. Today, set a deadline. Now, be realistic. So obviously, if your thing is write a book, then there is no point setting the deadline by tomorrow. Because I don't know about you or I, but there's no way I'm getting a book written by tomorrow. It's not physically possible. So you're going to set a deadline and it's going to be realistic, but I'd like you to push it on the slightly tighter end of realistic. So if you know you're already busy, then obviously that book is not going to be done in the next day and not even in the next week. 6 months might be more reasonable for a first draft. Well, then why not make it 5 or 4? Yeah, push the boundary a little bit. Today, I want you to commit. So, down below for me, I want you to tell me what are you setting a deadline for, and if you're brave enough, go on, tell me down below, what is the deadline for it? By which date will that thing be ready by? Yeah? Down there. So as a key example, I had a meeting today where I told the lady I would have something done, and she said, when will that be done by? And I said 4 weeks. So we're writing a whole heap of new videos and content and modules in the next 4 weeks. And because I've guaranteed a customer it will be ready in 4 weeks' time, well then, it will be ready in 4 weeks' time. Same for you. Jump in down below and tell me what will be ready and when will it be ready by. Want an extra challenge? Apply deadlines like this to other components of your business. Rather than just this one thing down below, apply the same concept to all those things you've been putting off. Set deadlines, get accountable, come and tell us in a group somewhere, tell your accountability partners, but make sure that things happen. And as always, I will see you in the next video.